Anthropic has just launched the most suboptimal feature for Claude Code ever compared to their competitors. And obviously there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there that's overhyping this feature. And if you don't know what this feature I'm talking about is, it is the Claude Code Web preview. I was really looking forward to this, but the implementation left me somewhat disillusioned, honestly. So in this video, I'll be going over what is Claude Code Web, how I've been using it, and why has it left me so disappointed. Just like Cursor Background Agent and OpenAI Codex allows you to run Claude Code background sessions on the web. Yeah, definitely not a security risk at all. They say it's safe, so just trust them. It's currently available for Pro and Max users. Team and Enterprise will be coming soon. Before I dump my whole frustration about this feature onto you, let me just show you how exactly this works, and then maybe you'll see the angle that I'm coming from. First, your code must be hosted on GitHub, otherwise Claude Code Web won't have access to it, and it doesn't work with any other platform because, you know what, we all just use GitHub now. Not that any of us use any other platforms at this point, right? Then you can connect your GitHub account with your Claude account and it's ready to go. Pick a repo, set up the environment variables if you need to, and bam, you can now start working with Claude Code on the web. At this point, you may be wondering, hold on. Like, I never work this way unless I'm either just working on a very small task or I'm literally vibe coding. Usually I'd create a plan first and then I ask Claude Code to implement that plan. Well, here's the first problem I encountered. It seems like this is really locking you into a very specific workflow, and I'm not sure why Anthropic did not include a plan mode, considering that this is literally how everyone works now. I'm just bamboozled that they didn't think of this, or they didn't think that people would want this in the preview of this new feature. Now, there is a way to work around this, but it is a little bit annoying. I can ask Claude to output a plan before I ask it to then implement that particular plan, which then leads me to the next issue, which is there's really no way to control the context on Claude Code Web. Usually when I implement the plan, I like to clear the context beforehand so that it isn't full of useless crap that I do not have control over. This may be fine for some of you, but this next one is going to annoy a lot of solo devs. To review the work, copy and paste the string into your terminal. This will check out the branch that Claude Code Web has created for you. You can make changes here, commit it, push it, and then this is where the problem comes in. You may think that by hitting this Create Pull Request button, all your changes that you have just made to the branch that Claude Code Web has created is going to be part of this pull request. Nope, this pull request is only going to contain the changes that Claude Code Web has made. I would never just merge a pull request directly from AI into like a dev branch or, God forbid, a production branch. I think most of us would review the work first locally, make sure it works, review the changes, and then if the changes are good, then we actually merge it into whatever branch it came from. This is the workflow they are forcing you into, where you have to create a new pull request for every task you work on with Claude Code Web. Personally, I hate this way of working for a solo project. It only adds overhead and takes up more time with literally zero benefits. So when is this actually useful? Well, what I find is that when I have small tasks or something that doesn't need planning, I'll organize them in Linear, my task manager. And whenever I'm out and about waiting for lunch or at the gym between sets, I'll just bring up my phone, open up the Claude app, hit the code button, and start writing the prompt for these tasks. And whenever I get back home, I can review the work locally before I merge them into the main branch. Honestly, that's where I find Claude Code Web most useful right now in its current form. Okay, cool, that sounds like an interesting workflow, but what about Claude Code features like Claude.md, commands, and agents? Do those also work on the web? The good news is that anything that is defined in your Claude.md file will be followed. However, commands and agents will not work on the web. At least that's what I observed so far. Okay, moving on to my list of frustrations about this tool. Of course, you may already know that Claude Code Web isn't the first of its kind. There's already Cursor, Background Agent, and OpenAI Codex, which has been out for a while. These are the two that comes to mind and the most popular right now. But why am I mentioning these other two background agents? Well, in terms of workflow, these two background agents are way ahead of Claude Code Web. So I absolutely do not understand why people are insanely overhyping this Anthropic release so much. For example, OpenAI Codex IDE extension integrates very seamlessly with the web background task, while Claude Code IDE extension at best has mixed reaction and absolutely zero integration with their web version. The IDE extension is so bad they have to have a setting to allow people to switch back to their Claude Code CLI integration instead. Yes, I absolutely detest the Claude Code IDE extension. I think it's a complete piece of crap, but that's just my opinion. This is one of those scenarios where they previously launched the CLI tool as an IDE extension and it worked really well. So what I was thinking is, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? With Cursor and Codex, you can either queue up the background tasks directly in the IDE extension or on the web, and you'll be able to track them in both places. Not only that, but when it's done, you can directly apply the changes locally with a single click of a button. There's no need to copy and paste string. There's no need for weird pull requests and all these things. You know, it's very seamless. Not only that, but Cursor and OpenAI Codex does have a plan mode for the background agents, which is a necessity feature these days. Another crucial feature that Claude Code Web is missing is the ability to select branches that you want Claude Code Web to branch from. This is such an important way of working. Imagine if you have multiple branches, like a production and dev branch. Would you really want your Claude Code Web instance to branch out of the production branch when your dev branch is like 100 commits ahead? Especially if when you're creating a pull request and it's going to merge right back into production branch. I mean, I guess you can work off your production branch, but for whatever reason, Claude Code Web decided that it is better to just assume that users want to branch from the GitHub default branch. And for those who have set the default branch to production branch, well, GG's. Of course, you may also be wondering, how do I change the model that Claude Code Web uses? The answer to that is you can't. At least not right now. As you can see, there's a lot of features that Claude Code Web is still missing. Don't get me wrong, I love the direction that Anthropic is going, and I love this product. I just want it to get so much better so that I can use it on an everyday basis. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really lets me know that you like this kind of content so that I can make more of it. Also, if you want to learn how you can use third-party models with Claude Code, definitely check out this video next. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.